AyoBlue, 17th place for Raydish. Omen Oasis, 25th for AyoBlue, 4th for Raydish. Then if we look at Spring Championship, 49th for AyoBlue and 13th for Raydish. And yet this one's going to be a little bit different because not only are they not going to have double-digit placements next to their name, it's either going to be a 1 or it's going to be a 2. Only the players themselves can decide what that is. And Raydish is opening this one up big. He's saying, give me that 1, baby. Give me that gold medal.
He knows he's going to have to make a run. He's already done 2 best-of-5s. He's got to do 2 more, and that's a great way to start it off. Basically untouched on his first stock here in Small Brawlhalla, a map that Blue's been doing really well on because of that close KO box. Blue's been getting those quick stocks with those SIGs, but it doesn't matter as Raydish gets the stocks quicker.
Now keep in mind, because Raydish went down into the elimination bracket to experience much earlier in the tournament, he's had to play a lot more sets today, but somehow that doesn't mean he's out of gas, even in the energy crisis. This is Raydish powering up here in this final set of the day, but he's going to have to win 2 best-of-5s. He might make it a quick trip through this. He's going to make 2 best-of-5s look like 1.
He is on the cusp of 3 stocking. He's already gotten 2 stocks in the first minute of this game. Raydish is coming alive in the grand finals. He saw that hype reel, and he's like, yeah, I'm hype. Oh my goodness. Blue needs to halt the momentum of Raydish. Raydish has been hot. Of course, he's playing through Java. He's playing through Stingray to get here. Blue has been sitting in the top side watching and maybe not keeping those fingers warm.
There is like no opening that Blue can find at this moment with either weapon. No major momentum that he has. It's 1 hit at a time, but it's taken him almost 2 minutes to find this first stock. He hits a side light. That's not what you're looking for. He went for the neutral light. Maybe he can get the KO with that, but no. It's the D light into the recovery off of the top on Small Brawlhalla.
Denies the 3 stock. Gonna go over to the site. This has been his comfort weapon. We were talking about the damage build, but Raydish avoids it with the dodge.
Scythe now coming in. This was the blue weapon. This was the weapon that he's deleted so many opponents with today. He's been smoking an op pack every time he's gone up against someone today. He comes into this from the winner's side of the bracket, but Raydish is just not remembering any of that. Raydish doesn't look at brackets. Raydish looks at what is exactly in front of him this moment. But Blue, fighting his way back in this, has the sword. Probably looking for a landing punish, maybe a GCD light into the recovery, give him a little bit more movement towards the top. You're seeing the spot dodges come out, but he's not turning those into gravity cancels yet.
The side air's starting to connect the down sig, and Raydish takes game number 1, but Blue really started scrapping on that final stock. The first 2 stocks were gone in a minute. The last stock lasted a minute.
I got to pull up the calculator for this one because we got to do 387 divided by 3. That is 129 damage average per stock that it took Raydish. Again, that's because it's an orange KO for the first stock. For the second stock, not for the third stock, but still unrivaled KO efficiency that he did basically a similar thing twice for the first and second stock.
And that's an ace in the sleeve. We kept talking about how Raydish is this orb main, doing amazing things. Even the Remy breakdown was about the Raydish orb, but those 2 highlight clips were all about the Raydish gauntlets. We're going into game 2, same maps. Raydish is starting it off on the orb, and so he's not going to get that first KO in under a minute.
That downlight actually had the priority to get the hit, even though it seemed like they were almost stacked. Blue with the lead here. Has Raydish in the orange, again, trying to float above. A lot of his initiations start off with that neutral air or with the down air, depending on whether or not his opponent is above or below. And weapon toss goes a little bit under Raydish. He had the side air. I can't believe Blue went for the ground pound that deep, that far from the wall, rather than doing it right alongside the wall. I mean, surely he could have seen that the side air was going to come out from Raydish.
I mean, he was babysitting, right? He was staying high, but was keeping a track of Raydish and not really keeping track of his positioning against Raydish. So when Raydish went to the side air, his last option, he wasn't ready for the ground pound, didn't connect, so Raydish is living, but he's not getting the most damage out of it as the downlight recovery gives Blue a lead.
And it's a big lead. We'll see when he gets hit, whether or not he's on that orange or on that yellow. I'm not sure. He might be on the borderline between those two. My guess is this next hit is going to turn him orange.
What if he just doesn't get hit?
That also is a true possibility. Now Raydish is yellow. We know that for sure.
Raydish is struggling now. Blue has been getting hit after hit. Raydish eats another down air. There's the recovery coming out from Raydish. Side air keeps Blue onto the right side. Needs to get this KO. Sig's not going to connect.
Side light, side air. That's going to turn Blue red.
Didn't hit the down light. Can't go for the ground pound afterwards.
Dodges through the side air. That is something a lot of players have had trouble doing today. Nair, Sair, Nair, Sair, Nair. Just taking that ladder, taking that elevator all the way to the sky. But this time, neutral sig comes out. Raydish finds a KO and is bringing himself back in this. He's not too damaged. His stock is still yellow. You just saw that after the side light that Blue hit. Now he's orange.
Yeah, and that was a great fastball after the whiffed end sig to get underneath Blue to get that recovery, to get that stock. But Blue is back to the sword, this safe weapon. We saw how well he was able to be a lot safer, really pick and choose, and that side air will give him an opportunity here off stage. Nope, doesn't hit the side air. Raydish gets back up safely.
Neutral light, that's going to turn Raydish red. No major offstage initiation coming out from Blue. The side air from the wrong side of the stage, but it does force Raydish onto the wall. Again, that GC insig, we saw Stingray kind of stray away from punishing it. You risk so much by attempting to punish it. Honestly, I don't even know if you can punish it.
It
with anything more than a weapon toss.
It's definitely punishable, but it's one of those things where, like, if you don't play against a lot of Petras, you're going to have a hard time timing it.
Oh! Some vintage gauntlet play with the D-Light Nair, but it doesn't go to the recovery after because there's the possibility for a dodge there. That's why you charge up that neutral signature just a little bit to get through those iframes. Wow.
Love that timing change. Hit it. He missed it earlier, right? Then did the fastball recovery to get that first stock. This time he goes into it, charges it to get that timing change up, and gets the second stock offstage opportunity. Blue gets away from it. He's going to try to cover this corner. Doesn't hit the side air. Nair.
Oh, okay. This is scary. It's Raydish. Oh! Blue is going to fall. I didn't even notice. I didn't even see that so many of his in-air movement options were burned. But Raydish knew.
I mean, he burned a lot avoiding that Nair from Raydish. You saw how Raydish was staying low, and there's that kind of guess. Is he going for the Sair? Is he going for the Nair? Raydish goes down, gets underneath Blue, goes for the Nair, and Blue burns a lot to avoid it, but he drifts just to the side of the wall. There you see it doesn't hold left because he had to avoid that recovery, and Raydish takes game number 2. He's one game away from getting the reset and maybe halting the upsets that have been happening in top 4.
Now, it seems like that is a little bit of a common theme here for Blue, is kind of losing track of things on the edge, maybe being a little bit too cautious on when he wants to actually go back to the main platform, maybe the safety options of throwing a weapon above his head, because we saw him fall to wall slip earlier.
Yeah.
That's going to be, we got to chalk that up to a little bit of tournament inexperience, because normally Blue, I mean, also Raydish, but especially Blue, is rarely in a situation like this, literally never in a situation quite like this. So that is something that he will develop on his own as he matures as a player.
Definitely their first time for both of them here in the grand finals, but Raydish wanting to be the one to walk away victorious. Blue staying a lot safer. You're not seeing him throw out attacks, goes in, hits the end light, doesn't hit the Nair, so he backs away. He really doesn't want to let Raydish get too much momentum and get that reset.
He's not pushing forward with like any of these neutral airs or down airs whatsoever. It'll be like a jump straight up vertically. Again, right there, neutral light, then a jump vertically. He doesn't move towards. He's not a W key gamer. He's not just holding forward. He's going for that neutral light and then going for that essentially straight up dodge into the neutral air. He's been fading a lot of his neutral airs as well. You can see it right there where he's moving forward, throws out the neutral air for the max range, and then moves his character away from his opponent to get out of the range.
Yeah, this is feeling like a strong neutral game from Blue, right? Like he's getting a poke, and then he's kind of backing away. Like a lot of those down airs he was doing, he would pivot it, and then he would back away afterwards. Now he's up with the sword, a weapon that we've seen him be incredibly safe with, going for the nairs, misses the recovery on both sides.
That's going to push Blue off screen. That's going to be that stock. Raydish doesn't push things off stage, especially that deep, too often, but that seems to be a thing he's somewhat rarely doing here on Brawlhalla. That's a Brawlhalla classic coming out from Raydish. It's rare, but it is appreciated every time we see it.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good decision-making from Raydish to go out there, keep that pressure onto Blue. Opportunity here for Raydish to get a little bit of extra credit, but he is in the red. If Blue can get that hit, the side light, active input forward will KO.
Keep in mind, Raydish is up 2-0 in this set. He is looking at a possible bracket reset into another best-of-5 in the grand finals.
And again, the footsies come out on both sides. You can see the dash dancing.
Nah, man, this ain't a game anymore. That's a butt check. That's the dash dance back and forth to make sure all your buttons are good, your connection's good, everything.
Yo. Suddenly, Blue, knowing he's got this stage control, feeling a lot safer. Raydish throws out the end sig. That's 2 exclamation points, but he gets up safely.
Gauntlets in hand. We'll see if Raydish can push Blue underneath the stage like he's done several times on this stage.
Well, not going to get the opportunity just yet. The side airs from Blue, maybe a little too effective against Raydish right now. The footsies from Blue working very well for him as the downlight will KO. Blue about to put himself on the board here in the grand finals.
This is essentially the reverse of the previous sets that we saw Blue in. We mentioned the Java set where first 2 games went to Blue, then we saw Java almost reverse 3, only for game 5 to be a Blue game. Meanwhile, then you look at Stingray, first 2 games again went to Blue, then we saw the response from Stingray, and game 4 went to Blue. This time, it's Blue losing game 1, losing game 2, but he does have a lead here in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, a great response coming out from Blue. Sidelight doesn't hit the recovery. Raydish needs to get it, and he will with the read. Gravity cancels the end sig. Final stocks here. This is the decider between a game 4 or a reset.
Raydish definitely in a pretty good spot, even though he's behind. Saw a nice 3-piece come out from Raydish. 4 and 5. We almost got a Caniac combo. I don't know what it's called at Zaxby's. I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
Sorry if you don't have a Raising Cane's near you.
A Big Zack snack?
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I don't know. That's the one with 3 pieces and a...
I'm talking about a 6, bro.
Oh, okay.
We go big here. Raydish goes big, too.
Raydish definitely going big as he was almost a full stock behind, and now he's evened it up. Blue getting caught out a little bit. Those sidelight side airs becoming more effective for Raydish. The recovery will disarm. Doesn't hit the end sig, though.
Lucky for Raydish there, Blue did not have a weapon. So all it really was...
Reset.
Oh, my gosh. Just like that, we get the bracket reset. This Raydish that we're seeing, oh my goodness, he looks so dominant.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a powerhouse performance from Raydish. Great read with that GCN sig, and again, able to pick up that downlight off of the bounce into the recovery. This is impressive, and Raydish has reset it. Now we're going into our final best-of-5, and suddenly Blue, in a position he's never been in before in official tournaments, is in a really tough spot. This is his first L of the tournament. Now he has to decide, is he going to stick with the Giro, which got him here, or is he going to switch it up, considering the Giro found no momentum against Raydish?
I don't know. Because we don't know too much about Blue, we don't know what the rest of that character pool looks like. Even if we look at his core Hala to see what is on his Brawlhalla account, maybe he's not comfortable playing this tournament. Maybe he's not comfortable playing it against a player like Raydish. Maybe he's not comfortable playing against Petra or Orb or Gauntlets or any of the millions and millions of variables that are coming into this one. So what do you do? I don't actually know, because the Giro clearly was not working unless he has something just magical that's all of a sudden going to turn on. If we look at Giro's eyes, I feel like that's probably how he's feeling after that, man. He's got the dark circles. He's like,
they're hurting a little bit.
I've been playing this tournament all day, man. I'm exhausted. I don't know how much further I can go here. That's me when I wake up at the hotel before EU.
It's so early.
Yep.
But this time it's getting a little late in the hours. Blue's thinking about this one. And again, it's like a big question mark for all of us because we haven't seen that much Blue. We don't know. But I will say they did all of their matches on Small Brawlhalla. It might be time to mix it up. Go away from the Small Brawlhalla. but I don't think that's going to happen just yet, as that's the map they locked in for Game 1 of the final set of Summer Championship. Raydish versus Blue. There's no more opportunities after this set.
Now, if we're looking at just the possibility of future characters, we do see the Jiro here, but we're in another best of 5, which means at any point, Blue can change off of this character onto maybe his Koji, but again, it's a level 36 Koji compared to his level 78 Jiro. His number 3 and number 4 characters, the Fate and Immortex, level 32 Fate, level 29 Mordex. He does have, of course, the Scythe carryover, but like, do you want to swap to another Scythe legend? Man, I don't know. The Scythe wasn't finding anything. Do you swap to the Koji? The Sword wasn't finding anything. As even we get into this one, 30 seconds into the game, Raydish has a nice lead. It's not huge. It's not insurmountable, but it's still a nice lead.
Raydish didn't hit the recovery, though. Blue, Enlight dashes forward, hoping for a reaction from Raydish. You see him just running across the map. Misses the recovery and the side air. Raydish in full control of this one here in game number 1.
That went from a yellow-orange deficit to a yellow complete stock loss deficit. And after that recovery, I think Raydish might be in the orange, but look at the way Blue is moving. Raydish is just chasing him from the right side to the left side.
Oh. But suddenly, Blue finds some comfort again. When he's got that stage control, you'll see him play a little bit more aggressive, hug that corner, going for those side airs if Raydish keeps trying to recover high.
I swear, Blue will be on the left side of the stage. Raydish pushes forward. Blue gets through, runs to the right side of the stage. Raydish pushes forward. Blue goes through, goes to the left side. It's just like rinse and repeat. He's basically doing figure eights across the entire stage, hoping that it'll be the right time when he gets through. Oh man, another stock. Raydish up 2.
That was so dirty from Raydish. Did you see him dancing before he did it? He just wiggled, trying to bait an action from Blue, and Blue panics to the right, and Raydish is like, all right, NSIG time. 3 stocks to 1 over Blue. Side sig, okay, denies the 3 stock.
It's been a minute since we've seen that. He's picked up a handful of stocks with that today. It's actually been really accurate whenever he's used it because he doesn't throw it out very much, but I swear, I could be making this number up, but I'm going to say it. 80% of those side signatures have made contact.
And they've been KOing when he hits them. Like, he holds them till they're damaged and goes for him and gets those KOs. But right now, he needs a lot of damage before he can think about hitting that side sig to KO.
Somebody DM me tomorrow on Twitter at, like, let's say 6 p.m. Central. What? And so I can go back through the VOD and figure out what the hit rate is. Keep in mind and remember that we are in the Grand Finals reset when I said that, not all the way at the end. We're in Game 1, so remind me. Thank you, chat.
All right. Shout-outs all of you out there who help us out. But side air from Blue, going to help him out just a little bit. Sweat beats from Raydish. He gets back down safely. Blue not able to deny the stage. Side air. Suddenly Raydish has the stage control. Sig not going to connect.
Blue gets through the side signature this time. In case he wanted to move through it. Finally hit it. None of the other ones got punished beyond like a weapon toss from Stingray earlier. And Raydish is turning up in the Grand Finals.
That right there is why it is so scary to try to punish that NSIG, because of the active frames, because you can peek over just enough that if you get too close, you get caught and you get KO'd. Raydish up 1-0 over Blue.
Look at that graph. Look at the difference between the first stock of Raydish and the second stock of Blue. That is night and day.
Yeah, that's insane. And like, Raydish is just not getting hit and he's adding up damage. You can see there's this gap where Blue respawns and he's like avoiding any damage at all on his fresh stock. And then the second Raydish got on top of him, that was damage on damage on damage into a KO. And then Blue comes back and you already see the verticality in that third stock. Like, that was instant damage again from Raydish.
And the thing about that second stock before we move away from it is the peaks are actually the same on that second stock. So it's the ultimate end result being the same of X damage between the two of them, but it's over a completely different span of time, and we are getting into this next game. It's Brawlhalla, of course. It's Blue on the Jiro. It is Raydish on the Petra.
I gotta feel like something has to change for Blue, because Raydish has just been in complete control. There's these moments where Blue's playing it smart and safe. He's sitting further back. He's trying to change up this timing from Raydish. But once Raydish starts finding that momentum,
I'm
he
so
gets
scared.
more, doesn't hit the side air, though.
I'm so scared. I thought we were going to see Raydish do it again and send Blue under the stage like he sent Stingray under the stage.
Dude, Raydish is feeling so good. He is getting more and more aggressive. He knows he needs to push those advantages, right? Because Blue keeps trying to reset to neutral. So if Raydish gets on top of him, he needs to keep on top of him.
Weapon disadvantage. You saw them try to cross paths there in order to pick up that weapon spawn, but Raydish grabbed it. Blue in the orange. This next weapon spawn gonna go to Raydish. Blue finally grabs the sword.
Gets in, gets the recovery. A little bit of a tap from Blue. But another recovery, and Raydish gets another stock. He's up in game number 2.
Raydish has an answer to everything that Blue does, which is insane because Raydish is coming from the elimination bracket again. He hits that GC Insig. This time it's not for the game or even a stock, but still, Blue is just going to have to stay away from the edgeguard situation.
I mean, that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons why Raydish throws that out. Side light, side air, down air connects, doesn't hit another one.
He backs up, picks up the gauntlets, doesn't immediately throw anything on wake up. We see Blue playing tag, trying to stay away from Raydish while he was it. Then he turns it around, finds the KO. Again, that's another side sig.
Doing a really good job. He knows that Raydish has been doing those down tosses to try to secure his landings, so he actually just sat outside of that weapon toss and then punished the landing with the side sig. Still needs more damage onto Raydish, though. Nice. 3-piece.
Raydish just backing up, being careful. Only really threw out a neutral air. Weapon toss goes out over to the gauntlets after it missed. You saw the neutral sig come up. Don't think that would have led to a KO just yet, but it could have led over into maybe edge guard, could have led to some juggle opportunities, could have put Blue into the red.
Oh, but Blue's starting to get more hits. He's starting to win out in neutral a little bit more often. Backs away. Raydish gets a 2-piece. Can't find that hit down. Sig connects. Raydish, he's marching forward. He can see the gold medal in his sights.
This is brutal because when Blue is the one on the main platform and Raydish is the one on the wall, he runs into the GC neutral signature. When Blue is the one on the wall and Raydish is the one on the main platform, he's now been hit by the down signature. Yo, he missed that one. That's going to hurt the percentage.
A rare side sig whiff from Blue, but he's getting some hits, opening up with the end lights. There's the weapon toss. Down there, evens it up. Blue getting a little bit more aggressive on this one.
Choice of weapons. You actually see him jumping up to grab the scythe as Raydish is spawning back in. He's able to grab his orb very quickly. A little bit of dash dancing coming out before initiating with the side light. Takes 2.
Playing like a greatsword player, right? Like trying to get that dodge out. You saw him end light, reset, end light, looking for another one. But Raydish was not going to get caught by it.
Even though Blue did get hit by the down signature just a few moments ago, he has done a great job of avoiding most of them. And that's by fading out and away rather than trying to time the dodge perfectly.
Oh, but you can't dodge that one as the Unsig connects. Raydish up 2-0 over Blue.
522 damage. Calculator coming out. 522 divided by 3. 174. Again, incredible KO efficiency coming out from Raydish. Oh, did you see? Oh my goodness, that backdash.
It was a thing of beauty. It's art, really. You can see the damage. I mean, the graphs they're honestly kind of similar between the two of them, but just like slightly offset. That little bit of like latency in damage ends up working out for Raydish.
That is Blue just being a little bit behind. That looked better, though.
It did.
Looked significantly better. Not totally in the other direction to where Blue would have come out with the victory. So he's going to have to really make a big change here. But talking about he needs to find a change. He's starting to find it, but again, just like the damage output last game, he's just behind too far. He's down 0-2 in this set. He might give Raydish the victory here, or maybe Raydish might be the one to steal the victory away from AyoBlue, who came into this on the winner's side of the bracket. He's taken down so many big names today. but Raydish might halt all of that momentum here, which would still, I mean, it'd be a silver medal end result, which
pretty impressive.
For maybe someone like a Sandstorm or an Acno or one of the other like best players in the world, maybe that second place finish hurts. And who knows, depending on the mentality of these two players, they might just be already ready to go for that gold, where anything other than that is actually painful.
I mean, it is a whole new level of pressure that Blue is under. This is his first time in the Grand Finals in an official tournament. I believe this is his first time on the main stream for Brawlhalla. This is his first time in Grand Finals. This is his first time getting reset on. This is his first time being 0-2 in the Grand Finals. He has to find that one nugget, that one thing to help get him through Raydish, because he's thinking long and hard right now. He is not locked in. He is like, do I switch the character? What do I do? He might be in a voice call right now, be like, somebody help me.
Might be. Actually, just a skin change coming out. He's going full demon mode on this one. He's dodging, I think, was it a suit that Jiro was wearing? He looked kind of formal.
He kind of changed up the skins a couple of times, so honestly, I can't fully remember what he was on.
He going demon mode now, though. They both of these characters actually just look so mean.
Yeah, there's some angry people. And a little vicious, but they're going to be going to Spirit Realm, a very tranquil map for game number 3. Finally, not playing on small Brawlhalla. Blue was hoping maybe the soft platforms, maybe the larger KO box are going to be the things to help him clutch it out against Raydish.
Oh, Raydish playing kind of weird right now. Maybe was just waiting for that weapon spawn to come in. Definitely favoring the left side of the stage, retreating back to that soft platform. But Blue now turning things up, finding some good damage, has Raydish in the orange very quickly, about 23 seconds into the game.
Ooh, good dodge down, avoids the follow-up off the Nair from Raydish. Blue finding great damage onto Raydish. Needs to get this KO.
There's a weapon spawn on the field. Raydish threw his away. Out comes the orb. Blue starting this one off very strong. Side sig for the KO. Just kind of stood there, maybe moving back and forth just a little bit before hitting the side signature raw.
Yes, caught Raydish out. He was not expecting that side signature. And now Blue has a massive lead here in game number 3. But again, this is like tournament point. He has to win the next 3 games in a row if he wants that gold medal. Nice end light reset. Didn't get the dodge though.
Bro, how crazy would that be if you're Blue to have not only your first tournament win and all the other firsts that you just ran through, but like also have it on the back of a literal reverse 3-0?
Would be massive and would be impressive.
Also still, the other direction would be huge for Raydish to come out with a gold medal on a 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0ing in Grand Finals. Side light, side air. Nice turnaround from Blue, though. Gets that Nair. Raydish gets caught by the N-Sig. I swear that's the first N-Sig I've seen from Blue.
Bro, this map is literally perfect for that. Oh, my goodness. Neutral sig this time from Raydish. Didn't pick it up over on the corner of the sidewall. Got it on the main platform, but it also grabbed the KO just like one of the ones we saw previously.
Yeah, Raydish needed that KO and he got it. Blue now stuck on the outside wall. There's the weapon spawn, picks up the sword. Not sure if a downlight side or a downlight recovery would be enough here.
Sticking to that main platform. Doesn't want to put himself too close.
Bounced.
That's brutal. You know Raydish wanted that to not bounce off the main platform, wanted to at least extend into a possible edge guard, giving Raydish a little bit of room to maintain that stage control.
No, but Raydish is getting damaged. Sigs for Sigs. And it's the side air. Not quite enough. Down, weapon toss. Still not enough. Raydish gets back up safely. Side Sig dodged through from Raydish.
Man, I don't even know how to dodge that signature. I would have to go into training mode. Like, I'm so unfamiliar with the hitboxes of that signature, aside from like the stuff that comes out in front of you, that I got no clue. But man, this lead for Blue is really not very big.
I mean, it's still a better lead than he's had pretty much throughout his set against Raydish. This might be his first opportunity to get on the board. The map change really working out. Maybe it's the skin change. Either way, Blue could at least get one game over Raydish.
You saw Raydish just go for the D-Light into the recovery the other direction. Oh man, this lead is really not very big, Duke.
This is such a tense spot. This is the decider between another game or Raydish being crowned the summer champion for North America. Down air, doesn't hit the recovery. Not sure it would KO.
Blue putting himself in the middle of the stage. Now moving to the left side. We're seeing a little bit of a return to form. But no, he actually goes back in. Doesn't just dodge through to go to the other side of the stage. Goes for a side light there rather than a D-light.
Maybe just didn't have the reaction for it. Maybe a misinput. Another side light. He's getting damage. But Raydish has the gauntlets off stage.
Oh!
Nair misses the Sair. Raydish barely touched.
Into the
he
wall.
Barely touched.
That was the no. If Raydish was a bald character, that would not have been a touch. That is straight up because Petra has hair. That's messed up.
The hair doing it for Raydish. Blue gets the neutral light, getting damage.
I really want bald Petra. just as an aside.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, here comes the orb.
Oh, GCN light. This is the side
so
air.
Close.
That was a burn dodge. Doesn't hit the downside. Whoa, whoa! He's still alive. Oh, Raydish! 6-0.
Raydish brings it back, gets the reset, a 6-0 in the grand finals. Raydish is your North American 1v1 summer champion.
Spirit Bomb on Spirit Bomb on Spirit Bomb, looking like Goku, but they keep replaying the episode saying, hey, put your hands up, give him your energy because he needs it. I thought, I was so nervous when he was going for the gauntlets. I thought, but Raydish 6-0s in the grand finals. Oh my goodness.
One with, he sees it. There's another one. It makes contact in orange. Raydish moves down. The pause must have been like, was that it? Did I just win the tournament? No, I have to go down, throw another.